welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny.
JD.
So, I was going to do it in the way that they do in one of their videos, in one of the songs. XDINARY HEROES! Tra la la la.
I was like, hey, you haven't even told me, what?
I can't make it any more obvious.
Right. Yes, because I did see actually they dropped a new MV.
Yes, I'm very excited. Our first, I say our first comeback. We got into them just around the time of the last comeback, so it's our first one since getting fully in and going to see them.
Yeah.
And falling in love.
Yeah. Which makes sense, I suppose, because they were on tour, so they've been a bit busy. Yeah. So this is this the first music they've released possibly since they've been back from that tour? Yeah. So.
Although every stop of that tour, they would post on social media, something about this, tour here. Every time it would come up, I'd get that moment of excitement of, oh my god, oh, they're talking about the tour they're still on. Yeah. I got excited every time they were coming back. Coming back. And then I'd be disappointed that it wasn't yet. I'm just greedy.
Not yet. Not yet. That's okay.
Then we got to see them like twice within a few days, didn't we?
Yeah.
So
it's career on stage and their own concert. So yeah, we're very lucky. And now that they're back home, they're obviously making new music. So
I've still got my fingers crossed that they will be supporting Stray Kids at Hyde Park. That's what I want.
That would be very cool.
Do you have a bias in XDINARY Heroes?
I don't yet. I apologise. I can't remember their names. I'm too attacked. But I very much like the drummer.
Oh, Gonil.
He's the leader, isn't he?
Yeah. He's got some great thighs.
Why do I have a problem? Why do I think with leaders and like deep voice rappers and whatnot? I don't know. But yeah. But no, they all seem lovely.
I am Julian.
He's the lead singer.
I don't know if they have a lead singer.
Longer
hair,
with the
bass guitar, yeah.
Okay.
But I will be honest, when I've been rewatching stuff lately, Ode has been coming for me a bit.
Oh, yeah. He's pretty confident, He's pretty cocky over there on that keyboard, like. Yeah.
And we were right on his side, so
I
had a great view of him for the whole thing.
Yeah. The little one at the back is a little bit more shy.
Junhan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a little bit more shy, bless him, he's cute.
And Jungsu is stunningly beautiful. And I find that Gaeon is just cute. He was the one at the concert that every time we would sing really loudly, he would just be there like, oh my god.
Yeah. And I think that's what makes them likeable as well, is they're very humble. They seem like they still seem surprised that people love them as much as they do. So yeah.
And they have a good energy. You pick up.
Yeah. Nice. And but yeah, no actual biases yet. As you say, I'm still shopping.
I'm still shopping.
But I love them all. Yeah. I have a favourite. I have a bias song though.
Which one?
Pluto.
Yeah.
Of course.
I think for me as well, Pluto. So this is called Little Things.
Oh.
Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. In the comments, your thoughts on Little Things and the MV, and who is your bias in XDINARY Heroes?
Or your bias song? So far.
I really like Again as well. It gives me Blink 182 vibes, and it makes me happy.
Yeah.
Is this going to be sad?
I'm sorry. Look at that highlight. Look at that makeup. That's lovely. I mean, yes, it looks very sad, but I'm like, so expensive.
Don't let me sit here talking about how I bias Juyeon and then you're going to break me.
It looks beautiful. I mean, that skin is, that's like illegal. That's gorgeous. Oh, that was a low V-neck.
Oh, he's blonde. Where are your clothes?
Arms out.
A mullet. God, look at Julian's hair.
He looks like a 70s rock star.
It's giving me the Verve.
Yes.
Tongue. Oh.
Damn.
I know. How long is Junhan's hair?
The ceiling's coming down on them.
Yeah.
Are they going to get wet?
They are.
Oh, they're under the pavement.
Yeah.
Why were they in a drain?
That is such an interesting sound.
Yes.
Oh, look at them. Can I get a whole performance MV in the rain, please?
Oh, I wonder if that's the name of the next song or album or something.
It's the album name.
Oh.
Because the album's out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I enjoyed that.
Oh, that was very cool.
That took me back.
That was almost like
Blink 182. Do you know what? It made me think like early 2000s, Blink 182, Fall Out Boy,
yeah.
Sum 41.
It's like grungy rock, but with vocal ability.
Yeah, Linkin Park, that kind of.
Yeah.
And I love that music.
Mm-hmm. Those notes in there, I was like, oh dear God, these are really good.
Oh, especially as it built towards the end. Julian and Jungsu there.
The stability.
Yeah.
And I get it, that's a produced track, but obviously we've heard them live, so we know we can do it.
You can hear the power behind their voices, and they're perfect for this style of music.
They really are. It's so good.
Do you know what? Aside from Junhan, who I feel like we didn't get a lot of to look at, I was going to say I like that they give us really good shots of Gonil as well. You know, and everybody.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like we didn't get enough Junhan.
Yeah, and also, I mean, I get it. It was a really interesting concept of being down in that drain.
Yeah.
And almost like that sadness and sorrow and longing and whatnot. But it was all very dark, and so was his styling. Everyone had dark outfits, but his, I think, was the darkest, as well as his long hair was covering a lot of his face. So maybe it was just the backlighting wasn't helping us see him properly.
That's why I wanted to see more.
Yeah.
The hair.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest, I didn't really read much lyric wise. I was enjoying what I was seeing. I was enjoying the sound in particular.
Yeah.
But with the MV, it felt like, you know, the world was closed in on them. They felt pushed down, and then they pulled themselves out of it, you know.
Yeah. It's almost like, I suppose, and maybe leading to the name of the song of All the Little Things, is they can add up if you let them.
Yeah.
Or if you don't kind of acknowledge it and come up for air or whatnot. Or even what I liked was when they were getting out the drain and then a couple of them got out first and turned around and helped the others out. So
yeah,
maybe
it's like the first ones were pushed out and then they pulled out.
And then maybe there's something in there about all the little things can build up and add up if you're trying to handle it alone, and they're obviously a team. So yeah, I don't know, a few bits in there that are open to interpretation. So, but it was pretty funky. Yeah. It was very angsty. You know what I mean? Brooding and angsty and very good for that noughties rock vibe.
But it is one of those songs that you would jump around singing at the top of your voice.
Yeah, ironically, although it's the undertone of quite sad and serious, but it's actually jump and you hype, get it out, which is good because that's almost like a...
therapeutic.
Yeah, get that energy out. Get that, bit of head banging.
I really liked the effect they used on Julian's voice for those slower parts. That they were coming almost like through as a recording.
Yeah.
Because what's really interesting about that is that you can hear that he's singing those powerfully with using his full voice. He'd be singing them loudly, yet we're not hearing them loudly. And that creates a weird feeling.
It's like it creates distance.
Yeah.
Because it feels like he's at the end of a tunnel or something that you can't reach him. And I think that lends itself to that potential feeling of isolation, which is what this song was.
I just thought it was a really cool thing.
Everyone be looking like a snack.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Have they... I don't know what they were like. I mean, they were obviously in your face before with haircut and everything, but I'm sorry, someone's got his teddies out and I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah, jumpsuit, where are your clothes, young man?
I approve of that look very much. He looked gorgeous. And his voice is one of my favourite.
Do you know what? His voice is the one that I could see in an idol group. I think some of them, I'm sure I saw some of it, 2 of them joined as trainees and that could have been in an idol group. Yeah. I would have picked him based on his voice and look.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got the instrument there and his sound is quite it's unique to him, but you could do so much with it, so I could see how he could be potentially moulded for different groups.
I'm very happy he's in this one.
I'm so happy he's in this one.
Whereas I feel like Julian's voice is very suited to this style of music. He was born to be a rocker.
Yes.
Then I think Guyon could possibly have gone idol route. He does a bit more of the rap style bits.
Yeah.
So does Toad. Oh my God, Ode. Well, I said he was coming for me.
His arms out.
He heard and was like, okay then.
I was going to say, I feel like, I'm not saying that they didn't have confidence before, because they did, obviously, but it's almost like they've done this tour and they've come back with a bit more sassiness, and they're like, okay, let's just get the arms out, let's get the low V-neck.
Maybe we should check their ages. Maybe they've hit an age and they're like, I'm a man now.
They're feeling themselves. Good for you. Yes, please continue.
Yeah, he had like the mullet. He said his arms were out. His arms are often out. He's obviously quite proud of those. And he should be.
Why not?
And he's always got the nail varnish and the dark eye makeup. We know I love that. And Gonil. Didn't get a good enough shot of his thighs. I'm obsessed with his thighs. They're amazing.
Well, it'll be from all of the bass
and as a drummer, you have to sit properly, don't you?
Yeah, support yourself.
No slouching.
Yeah.
And to think...
his calf muscles will be gorgeous.
Yeah, but then his arms are going to be as well.
Yeah.
And I've seen the way he flips drumsticks and microphones and everything. It's amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, they do a really good thing of they are uniquely themselves, and I feel like they're not trying. There's a nice balance there. They're not trying to be commercially trendy or to pander to, as it were. Do you know what I mean? Like beauty standards, but they're doing what they want. They are gorgeous, but they're doing it in their own way. Like we said, if he's got all that, he looks like a 70s rock star or something. Yeah. But yet that is sexy. So they're still being themselves, but they've got that appeal and that uniqueness, which is still them. I said it was the verve. I can picture a Bittersweet Symphony of him walking down the street. But a clean version.
But a hot version.
And like he's had a shower.
Is it Richard Ashcroft, his name?
I can't remember. Either
way, he doesn't do it for me, never has.
No. But it's the vibe you're talking about.
It's the hair, the look.
That's it. It's like So yeah, that's what I like. Again, it's when you get groups like this that you might think, for some people that may not be familiar, it's either you're like, oh, they're just basically going to be dirty. They're not gonna, not clean. They don't have any vocal talent. You know what I mean? It's very easy to, I think, to dismiss that. They're like, no, these are musicians, like legit. It's really good. So I think they're doing a very good job of representing themselves.
I think they've also tapped into a very good sound for people a little bit older than them, like us, who are like, that reminds me of this music and I love that music. Yeah. Along with people who don't remember that music, who it's a new sound for. Yeah. Who are like, oh, I love this new sound. Yeah. It's
very versatile. Yeah. And we're not that much older. We're Nooners, it's fine.
Nooners with a little N, not capital.
Yep. Nooners that underneath. Yep.
I really enjoyed that. I'm excited to do the rest of the album because I just love them so much.
Yeah. Look forward to hearing even more vocals. Good stuff.
Okay. And yes, in case you noticed, that is my signed XDINARY HEROES poster. Hand signed, yeah. Okay. And so that was our reaction to XDINARY HEROES Little Things. That sounds so wrong.
I want to say all the little things, but then I have all the small things in my head from Blink-182.
Yeah.
So I can't. Yeah, I can't because then I hear that.
Okay. So that was our reaction to Little Things by XDINARY HEROES. That sounds
better.
That sounds better. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.